Hey YouTube, this is Ben Yessel. Just a very quick video here. Um, uh, so, um, I gotta make this quick. I've been chatting with a lot of health-oriented folks on YouTube for a while now, and well, a fair number. More the amateur type, not so much the professional type. Which, yeah, of course, there's a lot of debate about how knowledgeable people are really, and the debate continues, that sort of thing. But I thought I'd mention something really quick here. So I'm kind of past Goodie Land for Christmas. A lot of that I do to myself. A lot of it it's just I like to buy goodies. But some of that is outside of that. I just know I need to do less of it in the future, bit by bit, which is not so fun. But usually chocolate's the main culprit, but there's a few other things here and there. Probably still drink too much juice, um, but the thing is I had a lot of healthy food yesterday, particularly salmon and even shrimp, which is often considered not as healthy, but it has a lot of nutrients. And plus a bunch of other stuff that was really healthy. And walnuts and peanuts and yeah, yes, I know. Walnuts are healthier, but peanuts still have a lot of nutrients. They're on the 100 healthiest foods list by by the chef, George Mateljan. Anyway, but I had a bunch of healthy food yesterday, particularly the salmon and the walnuts, maybe. And today, I was just like, oh man, I'm a little hungry. So I had some. And I'm about to go head out and do stuff I do for work, just a bit, teaching later on in the day, private lessons. But I was cooking some chicken, organic, organic skinless chicken thighs. It's one of my favorite proteins, and mixed vegetables, broccoli, cauliflower, carrots, mainly with some herbs and stuff, and just some water, and then a little bit of fruit and walnuts and peanuts, to round it out. Kind of a little bit of a lot of stuff, and I couldn't even barely get through. I got through maybe one chicken thigh and some vegetables, and had two of the oranges, one pear, and a fair amount of peanuts and walnuts. I couldn't even get through more than one chicken thigh, and this is combination breakfast lunch. I was like, what's wrong with me? One of the things maybe going on is, of course, that I'm burning less calories right now. I'm not quite as physically active. But, I realized it's like, oh, if you have more nutrients in your system still, even from previous days, you just don't need as much the next day. So I was like, yeah, I just don't need as much nutrients. I really didn't. And the chicken is a bit more filling as it is. So the calorie thing was definitely like, I just I don't need it. A lot of times, they have like those big guys that have like the food competitions, and they're really big. So, I don't know. I mean, maybe they can handle more calories, or if they're more active physically, maybe they can take in more calories without as much stuff. But, I'm not an old man. I'm still pretty young. But the thing is that, yeah, if you're more sedentary, or you just aren't burning as much calories, you don't need that much calories. So I'm realizing that. I want to, this is for you guys to kind of think about a little bit. And if you eat really healthy, or if you have some foods that are very nutrient dense the previous day, and you haven't been, you've had somewhat more restful days, or not quite as stressful, not quite as busy, not quite as physically active, especially the next day, you don't really need to have, a turkey thigh and a salmon and, a few avocados and, 5 bananas. You don't need to have all that healthier and more nutrient dense food. You can just have a salad and a few pieces of fruit and maybe an egg, and that's plenty. Organic egg, and it just depends on how much you need, and if you just don't need that much. And the funny thing is about all this is that there's a lot of different minerals and things we think we need to get, and the variety is important. The wider variety of food we can get, that's a bigger deal than how much food we consume of even one type. That's not, because we can overdo it, but fortunately, we have different days that we eat different things. Hopefully, that helps us to kind of round things out a little bit. But yeah, like, um, it's interesting when your body says, "Nope, I've had enough." And your body might be saying, "Oh, we could use a little bit more of these minerals." It's really interesting to kind of have this conversation in a way with your body, and say, and your body saying, "Yeah, you did good yesterday. We could use a little bit of this and that, and listen to that." Paying attention to what like it's not. It's interesting when it's not when it's not like a sweet craving, or it's not like an addiction, right? When it's not an addiction when your body says, "Oh, we could use some more of this," and you're like, "You know what? Yeah." Instead of, "Oh man, I've got to have some more of this," right? And it's kind of like it's more of a drug-like thing, I don't know. I've never had drugs, so I wouldn't know. But there is a difference between food addiction and say, "Oh, your body senses some more minerals or whatever in this other food that you should probably have something of." But you don't really have to have a whole lot of it, just a little bit. Anyway, so I'm getting more and more into this, a little bit at a time, small dishes, variety is king, with a lot of healthy whole foods. Anyway, leave me thoughts and comments below. Catch you guys later. Bye.